Okay, my name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. Now, I don't want to push this or anything for people who actually are watching, because I know this is like totally impossible. It's never going to happen. Because one, this is me venting. And two, I don't want to be the guy that's the president of the United States, but this rant is called I want to be the commander in chief of the free world. Alright? Now, let me explain to this, because first and foremost, I'm in Hillary's camp. Alright? I was in Obama's camp, I'm in Hillary's camp, and that's just the way it is. Whether you like me or you don't like me, whether you like them or you don't like them, or you don't like how the country's been running. Well, let me drop some news for all of you guys who don't support this side of the donkey and the elephant thing, because I don't know which one is which and I really don't give a fuck. So, here's the thing. When I was a kid, you had to have a law degree. You had to be a lawyer. You had to be 35 years old to run for president. Well, I'm 43. Alright? So I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to be running for president anytime soon. But if I was running for the president, first and foremost, let me slap all the doctors in the face who took the Hippocratic Oath. Health insurance should be universal. Not like it is everywhere else, but the way it should be. Health insurance shouldn't even be a fucking factor. Hospitals shouldn't charge you an arm and a leg to stay alive. You took the oath to save lives for a reason. Henceforth, that's why I would take the round the world slap and then smack it back. Like my dad said, I paintbrush the world. Because somewhere in the forefathers, I guess they didn't think that the society would grow as big as it has grown. But what do you expect if you open up the gate to everyone in a big statue with a torch welcoming everyone at every ethnic background, at every creed, every color to come here, and you wouldn't have some kind of fail-safe plan for when people get injured or sick or dying from cancer and you want to jump up on this thing called health insurance? All you doctors, shame on you. If I was the president of the United States, that'd be the first thing I'd wipe out is health insurance. There would be no need for it because health insurance would be fucking universal. Healthcare from Mexico's border to Canada to Iceland, whatever's connected to the United States, if you're like one step off of the United States land, you got health insurance. Period. If you're in Hawaii, you got health insurance. Healthcare should be universal. Period. Every continent on the world should have taken care of this problem when you first started having doctors. You took the oath to save lives. People can't afford health insurance. People shouldn't have to. Simple as that. Your job is to save a life. Hospitals is who I should slap before I slap the doctors. Because one, you're a hospital. 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 That hospital, hospitality, it's where you get help when you're hurt, when you're injured, when you're sick, when you're dying. You're supposed to go there and they're supposed to save your ass. But you can't afford health insurance, so they can shut the door in your face. There should be a law against that. It is. Only state hospitals are not allowed to turn you away when you don't have the money to pay the fucking bill. Because it is their job and it is the Hippocratic Oath that makes this possible. So, healthcare would be universal. Wouldn't be called Obamacare, wouldn't be called anything else. It would just be healthcare, it's universal. All health insurance companies for that healthcare thing, for medical, done. I'll wipe them all out. I said, nah, you're all done. Because there's no need for that shit. You're a fucking citizen of this country. We can't have a country if we don't have citizens in it. So therefore, your medical care, great, yeah, you should have a bill to pay. But it shouldn't be fucking outrageous. You know, if a bum comes in half dead, he shouldn't have to pay more than maybe 40 some odd dollars for fucking health bill and medicine, you know, to save his life. Like I said, you cannot have a country if you don't have citizens to operate the country. So why do you have health care at prices that I have to cut my pinky off just to fucking pay for it? That's not saving me. I'm going to bleed out either way you slice it. Even if you cauterize it, infection can set in, and then you have to take off my hand. I can't work if I don't have hands and feet. Which then the government's going to have to pay me SSI or any kind of disability because I don't have hands and feet. And why did I not have hands and feet? Because we didn't have universal health care for the entire fucking country and everyone in it because somebody decided he had a raw hair up his ass and decided, hey, Let's have healthcare at jack rate prices so that people can't come to the hospital, and we'll have population control and people will die. And then the AIDS explosion happened. Yeah. Oh, let's not forget that people, especially kids, were dying from juvenile cancer and juvenile diabetes, but we don't have health care. Yet, you have these politicians that are talking all this bullshit about trying to eliminate Obamacare and whatever. Don't you think that we have enough problems that you want to eliminate something that's been helping people? Yet, what about places like St. Jude and them that need to be able to stay open and save kids? But you're so adamant on getting rid of healthcare. So what are the people who can't afford healthcare are going to do if they can't be seen at hospitals? Because hospitals have the right to turn them away because they don't have money. This country's fucked up. And y'all want to get rid of the one plan that a man made because he was color that can probably help everyone if we give it a full chance. No. But instead of being like Canada, where healthcare is universal up there, we have to be the ones with our heads stuck in our asses. So like I said, if I was the president of the free world, that'd be the first thing. There would be no more healthcare problems because all the healthcare companies, I would annex their ass until they're like completely out of business. Like, no, y'all need to get new jobs because healthcare is done. Healthcare is going to be universal. Every hospital, I would make it a law. Every fucking hospital will have to take a person in. No excuses. No healthcare, no fucking problem. You took a Hippocratic oath to save lives, and that's what you're gonna fucking do. Because I'm the president and I say so. The end. Congress doesn't like it, I'll burn their asses to the ground. I'm the fucking president. Now, I'm not a dictator, but damn it, we might as well have one if we're not gonna fucking all work together to save each other. So, in closing, I will probably never be the president, but I just wanted to put that out there that we should have universal healthcare as fucking Americans. It's not fair that if you don't have health care, they slam the door in your face. Put you on a gurney and roll you out. Oh yeah, we charge you for that. We put you in the ambulance and we charge you $10,000. Well, fuck, I could die before I even get there. If that's the case, $10,000, hell, I'll crawl to the fucking hospital. $1,000 ride for my life. Yeah, your lives are priceless. Lives can't be replaced. And you want to charge me an arm and a leg when I can't even get on my fucking feet to work? Because we don't have fucking universal health care. This is the part of the country that makes me pissed off. Also, since I'm also part Native American, I would address this. As the president, it would be the first thing that I would do besides reparations for slaves, Native Americans, the Chinese who work on the railroads, and the Mexican immigrants and all that other stuff. The first thing that I would address, because of my Cherokee heritage, we would honor every treaty to every tribe that we ever gave a tribal piece of land to. That no matter what the circumstances is, unless the world is in dire strait like nuclear war, tribal laws of the tribes belong to the tribes. Tribal land of the tribes belong to the tribes. We have no say or do on reservations unless someone in the tribe or not of the tribe is murdered on their land, or one of them come off their land and murder someone on ours. Then we gotta work that shit out. But other than that, you don't touch the tribal stuff. Period. And we'll always have a tribal liaison in every tribe and every Native American nation to come and talk directly to me so we can work this problem out, and then we'll all figure out how to deal with the issues. We'll have a suggestion box. But nothing can be so cruel that Amnesty International would come in and say shit to us. That said, I'm James Williams Jr. This is Comfort Habit number 2, BC and you. And no, I'm not really running for president.